We see ourselves as contrarian. We challenge ourselves and try to think out of the box when the majority follows the same direction. Today, we will cover the signals we analyzed these last weeks and why this will have an impact on Monero. Different assets in the cryptocurrency world come with their own benefits and demerits. It is hard to figure out the true nature of a cryptocurrency since it involves long hours of analysis and weeks of observation to establish a regular trend of the cryptocurrencies in concern. We on this channel strive to bring in a relationship between the past performances and the upcoming updates in comparison to the cryptocurrencies that have already been taking over the market. Today's video will help you gain an insight into Monero and the kind of performance it has been showing in the market. Welcome back to CryptoSafe, a channel that strives to provide you with the best analysis on your favorite cryptocurrencies. Stay tuned till the end to make the most out of these videos and also to learn some facts that are bound to change your perception about the pace at which Monero is developing. Make sure you turn on the post notifications to never miss out on an important update, and also let us know in the comments section about your favorite update or an update that you would like to see on Monero. Let us have real growth and not a transition out of hype or an unnatural push. Such change will certainly increase volatility and undoubtedly harm the entire Monero ecosystem, as it has been hurting Bitcoin. Before we head forward, keep in mind that we are conducting monthly giveaways and we will be giving away $30, this time to a person who likes and comments on this video. So, now that we have reminded you of an excellent step to get started with your crypto journey, make sure you make full use of it and bring in the best use of your skills and time. With extreme volatilities and a huge impact on the overall trends in the market, Bitcoin is turning out to be very unstable. Going through the recent data alone, a prudent analyst will be able to decipher how the prices have been dropping for Bitcoin in recent times. This unhealthy trend will certainly bring in major losses, making Bitcoin a very unreliable investment in the present times. Cryptocurrencies like Monero, which often get shadowed by the big players in the cryptocurrency market, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, have a lot more to offer than the volatility of Bitcoin. This makes Monero a suitable investment in the long term and also suffices a few of the essential requirements, that is, stability, scalability, and reliability. These elements are a few such elements that are most looked upon by any investor, from beginners to experts. Let us look at a few most critical updates in the technology and the latest partnerships that are coming towards the Monero team, and, through them, the investors. Institutional investments are the essential sources of gains in prices. It is also necessary to ensure that the community supports the cryptocurrency with maximum investments and long-term stability. As of the 12th of January 2022, Bitcoin stands at $43,751 and has been dangling up and down on the charts. On the other hand, Monero has shown a very stable price movement, with a much better technological development and a ton more financial institutions coming up with more investments. The present price of Monero, as of the same date, is $196. In the case of Monero, the prices have been increasing gradually. This gradual growth in prices has been a very good indication of the kind of reliability this cryptocurrency has to offer. Remember we spoke about the Goldman Lamp Bank making a purchase of €150 million in Monero? When it comes to financial institutions, updates of this nature are taken after long hours, perhaps months of study, as the money they deal with are, in most cases, public. This means that a loss being construed by them could land them up in extensive trouble, meaning that they will certainly not take a step which will leave them in such a situation. The fact that they chose Monero back then is itself a classic example of the fact that Monero has what it needs to help run a financial institution as big as the Goldman Lamp at its full capabilities. This update is pretty old and has already been covered in our previous videos. However, the effect of this update is still important and has a lot of implications today, as we notice the benefits they have had by making such a move back then. If they had invested in Bitcoin back then, their investment may have even seen a fall and could have landed them in trouble we were speaking of just now. A fall in the prices of Bitcoin and an increase in that of Monero is what happened since then, holding that the move made by the institution was correct and brought them a significant advantage. Financial institutions are the greatest examples of smarter investments. Their responsibility is huge, and hence, their decisions are caressed to the best possible extent. The reason back then for the purchase they made was to ensure the anonymity of the client's transactions. As a matter of fact, this move that they made arose out of a suggestion from their Bitcoin analyst team that worked on the numbers involved. With the market fluctuating up and down, their decision helped them evade Bitcoin at its highest volatility and resort to a better alternative, that is, Monero. They are now cherishing this decision. Bitcoin often has the tendency to rise and fall in the worst possible manner. Notwithstanding, it also tends to take the entire market for a roller coaster ride. Not that we don't enjoy a roller coaster ride, we think that it is best suitable only in an amusement park, and not on the charts, as what we look over there is stability and long-term reliability. Both these factors are fading away from Bitcoin undeniably. The strength in the fundamentals of Monero and the support from the community is the reason why it has been able to tread smoothly even when Bitcoin continued to wave up and down. In return, the Monero system is able to provide its supporters extensive privacy and a very advanced, reliable system, never to forget the profits being accumulated by them. The deal sounds stable, and the parties involved look happy, making it a very good investment for those looking forward to staying here for the long term. They were also the first bank in the world to have ever taken this step and offer crypto term deposits. The step in itself was unique, and hence, they reaped results that were not reaped elsewhere. Let us look at a bit of price now and the superiority it has in this aspect over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a transparent cryptocurrency, accepted. However, what Monero brings onto the table is security, anonymity of the users. The use case is extensive with such an advantage, and hence, the leverage for Monero will be higher than that of Bitcoin. Another major reason why the prices of XMR soared back in 2017 was the introduction of XMR on Kraken, one of the world's largest digital asset exchanges. Back then, the prices had been moving up and down extensively on the charts. This means that Bitcoin's state right now is something that Monero has already been through in the past. This suggests that the stability will certainly be higher in the case of Monero compared to that of Bitcoin. Various platforms have been predicting a very bullish future for Monero in the coming times. By January 2025, many experts predict that the price of Monero will reach all the way up to $440, and later in 2028, the prices will reach up to $639 and will spike when privacy becomes the drive of every investor. The data sounds optimistic and relates significantly to the trend being shown on charts right now in 2022. We think that the future is primed in an efficient manner for Monero. Hence, it will be important for any investor to consider this cryptocurrency as an investment in the times ahead. We hope this video helped you gain valuable insights on the present conditions of Monero and the higher efficiency rates that it has in comparison to Bitcoin. We think that Bitcoin has been a very good investment in the past. However, with changing technology and more knowledge among the investors, Monero certainly has a higher hand and will play a much bigger role as the leading crypto coin in times ahead. Let us know in the comments section about your views and subscribe to this channel to stay updated. We will meet next time on this channel.